Hi everyone, and welcome to our last live LEGO video. My name is Sydney and I'm the Education Coordinator here at the Sydney Museum, which is located on the traditional territory of the WSÁNEĆ people, whose relationship to this land has lasted since time immemorial and continues to this day, and we are so honored to get to be here. So like I said, this is our last LEGO video of the year. Our LEGO Brick exhibition has officially ended, but we thought we'd do one last video before we pack up all of these sets for another year. And it just seemed perfect to share a piece of an iconic castle as our last set. So this is the Hogwarts Astronomy Tower. It's set number 75969. It was released in 2020 and it contains 971 pieces. Now, anybody who is familiar with Harry Potter and familiar with Hogwarts or Harry Potter Lego sets will definitely recognize that this is part of Hogwarts. And that's because Lego has got the details of the outside spot on. You can see the turrets and the towers look the same in all of the Harry Potter Hogwarts sets. Even the color scheme is the same across the entire theme. It's some really impressive attention to detail and continuity, but that's just what you get from Lego. They're sticklers for detail. Now, as always, there is a lot of fun happening on the inside. So we're going to turn this one around here. You can see all of the rooms at Hogwarts. Now, the set comes with 8 minifigures, who you'll get a closer look at as we go through, but I'll tell you who we have. We have Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, Luna Lovegood, Neville Longbottom, Professor Slughorn, Lavender Brown, and Draco Malfoy. Now, one cool thing about these minifigures is actually Lavender Brown is exclusive to this set. So the other minifigures you can get in some variation in another set or a minifig pack, but this is the only variation of Lavender Brown and you can only get her so far in the Astronomy Tower. So you'll see her in a minute, but we'll take a closer look here down at the bottom. You can see that we have a party set up, and that's because this is showing a scene from the 6th Harry Potter movie, so Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, when Professor Slughorn has invited a bunch of students to a party. So you see we have this table of treats here with what looks like a Lego chocolate fountain, which is pretty fantastic. We also have a couple of lanterns set up there. And when you get a closer look at the minifigures, you'll see that they're all sort of in their finery. You can see Draco looks pretty nice and Harry's right over here and he's in his dress robes as well. Although poor Neville, you can see him in the greenhouse, he's actually dressed up as a waiter, he's working. Now, of course, the party is not the only thing happening at Hogwarts. We have the potions classroom set up in the background. So you see we have a couple of potion bottles and the cauldrons have what looks like billowing colorful smoke coming out of them. Professor Slughorn, the one who's hosting the party, is the potions master, so that makes sense. And you'll also see there's that tiny little book back there. Now that is an important detail that Harry Potter fans will recognize because it looks a lot like the copy of Advanced Potion Making that's really important to Harry in his 6th year. Not going to give away any spoilers, but that is what it looks like. Now we'll check out some of the other rooms so you're not just looking at the party. First off, if we look, you can see the greenhouse right here that actually has several mandrakes in pots in the back. Now these are very dangerous plants because their cries can actually be harmful. But we did pull one out, let me see if I can get to it, so that you can see there's actually a tiny little face on the Lego piece, which I think is just absolutely adorable and might be my favorite part of this set. Now, if we move over, we can start making our way up the tower. So you see Harry standing in a walkway here, but when we move up to the next floor, we have Professor Slughorn's office. So you can see him in there behind his desk, and there's a few other potion bottles. And then the next floor up is actually the Ravenclaw common room. So you can see everything's decorated in blue. There's the Ravenclaw banner in the background, and we have a bookcase there as well. Ravenclaws are known for their wisdom, so that makes sense. And you can see we have the Luna minifigure in there as well, and that's because of all the minifigures in this set, Luna is the only Ravenclaw student, so she'd be the only one allowed in. And then finally, the rest of the tower is actually the astronomy classroom. So we have Ron and Hermione here with Lavender Brown up at the top. You can see we have a model of the solar system that does spin if you're really careful. There we go, does move. And then up at the very top, we have this fancy jeweled telescope and star chart back behind Lavender. Now, according to the Harry Potter books, the astronomy tower is the tallest tower in the Hogwarts castle. Now, I haven't stood this set next to any of the other Hogwarts sets to see if LEGO got that detail right, but it's definitely an impressive castle nonetheless, or tower, sorry. Now, I realized after I picked this set to show you all that of all the Harry Potter sets I've shown, they've all shown scenes from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So, to prove that there are Harry Potter sets based on other movies, I thought I would show you a small but very fun set from the third movie, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So, make a little room here. And we have the Night Bus. So this is set number 75957. It was released in 2019 and contains 403 pieces. Now we have 3 minifigures in this set who might be a little tricky to see with the way the bus is set up, but we have Stan Shumpike there. He's the conductor of the Night Bus. And then up at the front, we have Ernie Prang, the Night Bus driver, and Harry Potter himself is a passenger on the Night Bus. For those of you who aren't avid Harry Potter fans, I'll explain a little bit. This is a triple-decker bus that picks up witches and wizards and takes them wherever they want to go, except, you can see on the sign, it won't take you anywhere underwater. So even wizards have some limitations. Now, the fun part of this set is, actually I have to take a look at the other side. This is actually the third Night Bus set that LEGO has made. So they got a lot of details, they've had some time to build up. For one thing, there's actually, if you take a look right here, the shrunken head that hangs in the windshield. That's a pretty funny part of the third movie. And then I can actually open up the Night Bus. You can take a look inside. You see we have the bed and the chandelier. But if I go like so, the chandelier and the bed actually move. So you can tell this is definitely not going to be the smoothest ride. And there you have the Night Bus, and there you have our last LEGO video of the year. Thank you all so much for joining. I have had an absolute blast making these. I hope you've had fun too, and maybe I've taught you something about LEGO. There's definitely a lot to know. If you have any thoughts or comments, as always, please put them in the comments on this video and I will answer as soon as I can. And if you've been enjoying these videos over the past few months and want to donate a little bit to the museum, you can do so by visiting sydneymuseum.ca/support. We really appreciate you doing so. Now we have some exciting times happening at the museum. We're actually going to be closed for 3 months while we do renovations to the whole space. So we're really going to miss seeing all of our visitors, but we are so excited to welcome everybody back in the fall so you can see what we've been working on. In the meantime, keep your eye on our social media and our website for any news, virtual content, updates, and more. We are definitely going to keep everybody in the loop as we go. But for now, that's going to be everything. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.